So as you guys saw in the last video, Stan beat me to the field by an hour. Yesterday we were detecting, we found lots of goodies. When I left, he found a bunch of great stuff, so he's going to show it to me later today in the field. I told him I have to work till noon. I can meet him at 1. Stan texted me last night and said, I'm going to be fashionably early. He says, I'm going to show up at noon. So I've decided to bring all my metal detecting stuff to work. I'm going to leave work an hour early, and I'm going to get to the field at 11. This is how it works, people. If you want to get the good stuff, you got to be the first one there. Which means I got to bring my old dirty digging clothes to work with me. And my boots. And I need to decide which detector we want to bring. We're going with the, who am I kidding? We're going with the Equinox. Oh, that's not the Equinox. There's my girl. No! No, it's pouring rain. Oh, we may not end up detecting this afternoon after all. Also to note, that 1929 Canadian dime that I found yesterday is actually at EF Extra Fine 40, worth 20 bucks. And I think it's pretty close to that. So $20 coin, I put down a $20 value on the little silver pendant and a $25 value on the skeleton key, because skeleton keys are worth quite a bit as well. So yesterday was a pretty productive day. Not really when you take my regular wage into account and then the costs of metal detecting. I guess I actually still owe a few $1,000. You never pay for the detectors doing this, but it's fun. You never actually get rid of anything you dig out of the ground. It sits in a bin in the garage or on the shelf. You collect it, right? So you don't really make any revenue there. You don't get into this to make money. You do it just for the sheer joy of history, sharing history, and having outings with good friends out in the middle of nowhere. That's what I like. That's the adventures. That's why I do it, right? 300-year-old colonial stuff makes my day. All right, Stan and I are at the park, rain or shine. We do this for you guys. He's got a really cool find that he wanted to show me from last season. Check out this. It's the action from an old, what do you figure, 1800?
Lever action Marlin, 22 probably. Small caliber.
Yeah, it's got a tiny little trigger on it, so probably. But the cool thing about it is the old farmer or whoever was using this, he fixed it at one point. He drove a nail through there to hold it in place. So
whatever works.
Yeah. You know, that's farm ingenuity right there.
Oh, yes, you saw the metal the other day.
So he cleaned it all up there.
Yeah. You flip it.
Is that pewter?
Yeah, it's pewter. And right away online, there's some guy came on and you can, he's like, oh, they're all stamped 1830. Yeah, they are, because there was hundreds of thousands of reproductions of this in sterling, silver, brass. This, based on where we found it, come off an old French guy laying track around 1890 or 1880. This is an original. It's not a knockoff.
Okay, so we've got some really cool stuff here. Stan's got a token, and it says good for 5 cents in trade on one side. And then on this side, it's actually numbered 31,544. And you were saying online that another gentleman...
I saw a guy in Kentucky found one exactly the same, just with like 17,339 on it or something.
So it's got to be a pretty universal...
It's a company token, not a small store token.
Yeah.
It's
to find one way down there and then find one way up here. That's...
I'd say CPR by the nature of the numerals, the way they're...
Could be a railway token.
Yeah.
And then you got this silver quarter, 1938. Look at that. And this one, oh, okay, sorry, we'll do the large cent. 1 Canadian large cent, 1909. And then this one is the coolest in terms of history. Look at this. A homemade iron cross. What do you figure on that one, Stan?
What I figure on that one is back around 1940, or maybe even before the First World War, there were Nazis in Canada, but they were banned. And since they couldn't buy their symbolism, they had to make it. You notice the hole on here, it was worn around one's neck.
Yep.
And I would say it was just a wannabe Nazi doing his demonstration thing.
Holding a rally down here at the city park.
Kind of like anti-vaxxers. Ew!
And we got part of an old lady's boot. When they made leather back at the turn of the century, it lasted. Alright, so enough of the recap. We're going to get out here in the rain and we're going to find some more stuff.
Digging.
First hole, I think I got an old weedy here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drum roll. Thanks, Stan. 1941. Stan just got a name tag here, down there 8-9 inches. McCosk. We'll have to see if he was a famous ball player from the 40s or what. It's coming in now. Got to put the hood up, keep the back to the wind, and keep digging. Silverface, 1949 dime. Like third hole? Hey, pretty dirty. I'll clean that one up later. Stan's got an old weedy here. Well, actually, it's not an old weedy. 1951. All right, great signal here, right up to 30. Look at the shine on that. No, it's not silver. It's a shiny weedy. Maybe it's one of those 40. What year were they? Steel. Oh, I bet you that's what it is. That looks like copper on that side. I don't know, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's a weird one, Stan. There's my $1 million penny, guys. Definitely one of the steel ones.
Look how worn the edge is. 43, eh? Is that what?
Yeah, 43.
That's what it is.
Some of those are worth money too. Like, if you have a copper one, it's like $1 million for one of these guys.
Yeah, because they only made like 3 of them by accident or something.
Yeah, but then there's certain ones here that have different coatings and whatever. I don't know.
No, that's one. I'd say that's one.
Now I have a couple in my collection that are regular steel, but I don't have any that are like this is weirdly worn out. Okay, guys, it's not a 43. It's a 45, 1945. So it's not a steel, but it definitely was coated in something. I'll have to do some research on that. $19.40 Canadian. Oh, that rang up just like a silver coin. Oh, he's yelling, he's got silver, he said. About time.
Rub it in. It's bigger than yours.
You get a quarter?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the quarters.
I know, they're heavy.
They're worth more. An old oldie or?
40 something.
48. Nice one. Well, there's an American dime. Was ringing up like silver, but it's not silver, it's crap. What is going on? Next hole. Another American dime. Again, just worn right out. Oh, we're coming up on 3 hours and it is cold. When your gloves are wet and muddy, It's cold. I just spent 10 minutes walking around. I switched fields and then Stan yelled that he got a largie. So now we're gonna have to meet at the fence over here because I'm not walking all the way back around. Pasture's always better on the other side of the fence, Stan.
Grass is always greener. You have to clean it up. I can't read it.
Yeah, I got my brush. We'll take a look, see if we can get a date. You know, if I take that, you're not getting it back, eh?
Oh, you're lying.
Okay, so let's just see before we brush it off. Oh no, we're never gonna get data. I'm gonna have to brush it.
Brush it hard.
1918. Oh, that's an oldie.
Hey.
Good find. An oldie for the oldie.
Another one. An oldie for an oldie. You bugger. You're.
I can't reach it, eh, Stan?
I didn't mean to swear.
There you go. I'll bleep it. I'm surprised Stan's not running. Yeah, 1943 Canadian. As we said, guys, it's always greener on the other side of the fence. Stan has made his way into my field, and I'm making my way back over into his field because this one hasn't been very good. I guess it's slowing down for both of us. Coin mystery ball. It's a penny. But is it an old one? Oh, yes it is, or potentially is. A Wheatie. 1926. Nice. You gotta love that. I know it's just a penny, guys, and a lot of folks would say, whatever, right? But I have my dad's collection, my grandmother's collection, and you know what? The Wheaties, I don't have a lot of the 20s, and there's just some coins you're not going to get. You never find anything in the 40s or 50s in your change anymore. When I was a kid, you used to. Maybe I'm dating myself there, but the only way to get those old coins, and that one's in pretty good shape, is to metal detect them. Stan's over here digging to China.
Yeah, I got it out.
What is it?
I don't know. The hole's not singing anymore, so it's got to be up here.
That's the problem with the big coil, guys. You gotta dig deep.
No, it's still down there.
It's like he's digging a grave. That's a city water main, dude, I can tell. Just by the squawk. Alright guys, 3.5 hours work. We got lots of old pennies in there, some silvers on the end, a largie, and Stan's coffee money. So
yeah, that's where I'm going. Actually, it's not going to be coffee. It's going to be 2 of the hamburgers that are rated the healthiest for you if you got to eat a hamburger. And if you want to save money.
Hamburgers aren't healthy, dude.
This is rated online. Wendy's Junior Burger, no cheese. 2 of them cost $3.55 Canadian.
I gotta bleep that now. We're not sponsored by Wendy's. What are you doing, man? For those of you that are new to the channel, this is the hoard. So we've got a metal ammunition container, and I've been working on it for 6 years, filling it with any kind of treasure that we come across. There is like hundreds of different things in there, you know, belt buckles, silver stuff, coins, a silver salt shaker. I don't know. There's just anything and everything we've detected in the 260 videos on the channel. It's in there, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 more coins from today. So I figure it's probably going to take a couple more years to fill it, but once we do, we are going to rebury that hoard, and someday some kid is going to dig that up in 1,000 years from now and say, what is this? So I'm going to clean up the 1926, the 35, and the 36 coin with our peroxide bath. This cost me $6, and they only sell the spray bottles now. I went to 2 different shoppers. That's crazy. I'm going to see if I can order a big bottle online because that's bloomin' crazy. But we boil some peroxide, put the coins in them for 5 minutes, and then brush them down, and they'll come up even cleaner.